Hey guys, welcome to today's video. In this video, we are going to solve one more Leetcode question, which is question number 1876. Substring of size 3 with distinct characters. So let's first understand this question. So a string is good if there are no repeated characters. So there's something called good string which has no repeated characters. So given a string as return the number of good strings of length 3 in S. Okay, note that if there are multiple occurrence of the same substring, every occurrence should be counted. If there are three length string and two times, then we need to count both. So a substring is a contiguous sequence of characters in a string. Okay, so suppose xyz is a substring and yzz is a substring. So let's understand this example. So the input is xyzzaz, so the output is 1. So the explanation is there are 4 substring of size 3, xyz, then yzz, yeah, then zza and zaz. Okay, the only good string is xyz because it has no repeated characters. Okay, hope you understood this question. So there are a couple of things which we need to find it here. First is what is called a good string. Okay, and the second thing is the substrings. So all these substrings we need to find. So the way to find the substring is obviously you can use two loops and you can have I to n and j to n, and then for all the three length substring you can find it out, but that will be n square. So for this solution it's better to use the sliding window. Okay, it's always a good practice when you want a substring kind of stuff, always go for the sliding window technique. Okay, so one thing is like having a substring and second thing is good substring. So what we call it as good means like there are no repeated characters. So that logic we need to write. Okay, so let's start coding for that. So let me write first this how to find a good string is good string. Okay, this method, so it will return boolean and we will pass here int array. Why we are going to pass the int array, I'll let you know. Okay, now this the first thing is we need to do the substring. So for substring we will use the sliding window technique. So how we are going to use it? So first we can add start equal to 0. Okay, we need to return the count so of good string that we will initialize to 0. Now we will add a for loop. Okay, int end equal to start, or you can declare 0. Okay, and less than s dot length and plus plus. Okay, now we are going to create an integer array which we are going to pass it here. So why integer array? It will accommodate the number of characters we have in the string. So I'll give an example. Suppose I'm going to create an integer array of 26 length because we have to deal with only small case characters. So s consists of only the lowercase characters. Okay, so we will create 26. So how it will be, suppose I've created an array and suppose a b c. So if my count of a is 1, so in the index a, because it has ASCII value, right? So we will find the integer value, the ASCII value of the a, and in that index we will increase the count of a. Okay, suppose my string is AABC. So our integer will be 3, 1 and 1. So in index A we'll have 3, in index B we'll have 1, and index C will have 1. Okay, so how we are going to use this? So in ARR of s dot char at end, okay, minus a. So we are incrementing that value. So the index at end, so which is like 0, So the index at end over here is x. So ASCII value of x minus a. So it will be around, I think, 25. Okay. So this index is 25. That's why we have taken 26. Okay. So we are incrementing that value. Okay. Now we will take out the range, which is like n minus start plus 1. Since we need to have a substring of size 3, so we will check if our range is equal to 3. Okay. And if is good string, if it is good string, and we will pass this array. Okay. Then we will increment the count. Okay. And what else we need to do? Since we came here, the range became 3. Suppose end is 1, so our range is 1. Okay. When end is 2, when it has index 2, the range is still 2. End minus start, so 2 minus 0, which is 2, plus 1, so it is end is 0 1 2. 2 minus 0, which is 2, plus 1 3. So when the range will become 3, so at that point of time only we will check. And plus, since we have already checked this, so second time our range will become 4. So what we will do, we will start incrementing the start position also, so that it will always remain 3. Okay. So for that purpose, what we will do, we will copy this. So instead of end, we will do start plus plus, and we will decrement the value, because now my substring is yzz, so there is no x, so we need to remove x. So this is how we are going to remove it. Okay. By decrementing that particular index. Okay. Now this is done, we are going to return the count. Okay. Now is good string, how we are going to check? So we need to add a for loop, which is always do 26, so it is fine. If, okay, if ARR of I, okay, is greater than 1, because if my count is greater than 1, then obviously it is not a good string, then we can simply return false. Else at the end we're going to return true. Okay. So let's format it. Let's try to run this. So our test cases are successful. Let's try to submit it. So yeah, it got submitted. So the takeaway from this problem is, it was easy, it comes out very easy, but the two takeaways what we are going to take it. So this block what you are seeing is a sliding window technique. Okay, this will be applicable for all the sliding window based questions. Okay, wherever you are going to have a substring, so rather than using 2 loops, you can do this in 1 loop. And this particular thing, so this is one of the way where you can use the array for maintaining the number of characters instead of using the hash maps. Okay, hope you understood this. See you in the next. Thank you.